My God, I hate drugs.
Our topic for today is on the juvenile justice system and bullying. Kasi ang mga nakikita kong comments doon sa mga posts on the Ateneo Junior High student who was on video um, bullying, so to speak, and beating up several other boys also from his school. Maraming nagko-comment po na hindi naman makukulong yan dahil sa Juvenile Justice Act. That is not true. Okay, magkaliwanagan lang muna tayo. First of all, yung naaalala nating Juvenile Justice Act has been amended, and it was amended in 2012 if I'm not mistaken. Hold on. Let me double check. 2012 na amend na yan. So yung belief na dapat na every time na may ma-aresto na bata who is below 15 or between 15 and 18 years old ay dapat pakawalan, hindi po totoo yan. Okay? Uulitin ko, hindi po totoo yan. Kaya nga nagtataka ako bakit ang Kongreso at ang Senado meron nakapropose sa kanila na lowering of the age of criminal liability dahil nire-release lang daw yung mga batang. Hindi po totoo yan. Hindi totoo. I shall repeat myself Hindi totoo na ang mga bata kapag hinuli, halimbawa, nagtatakbo ng drugs, hindi yan automatically i-release. Kung ginagawa yan ng mga pulis, ibig sabihin mali po yung interpretasyon nila ng batas, mali po yung pagbabasa nila ng batas. Makukulong yan. Merong mga tinatawag na bahay pag-asa which are juvenile detention facilities. Okay, first, it will depend on the age. So kung yung bata ay above 12 and 15 and below, ay yung between those, between 12 and 15, normally, nire-release yan sa magulang. Okay? Nire-release yan kasi nga wala nga man silang criminal liability, meron pang ibang mga liabilities. The exception, if they act with discernment. Ito yung problema. Because if they are abused or neglected, o yung dahilan kung bakit sila nag-commit ng crime ay dahil sa magulang nila, hindi po yan i-release doon sa kanyang magulang. Magkakaroon ng proceeding sa court at sasabihin ng DSWD, ililipat yan doon sa Juvenile Detention Facility which is Bahay Pag-asa. Where are they going to be held habang ginagawa yon? Habang nililitis yan sa DSWD. Okay? So, hindi totoo. Hindi totoo na hindi nakukulong yung bata, hindi lang sila makukulong sa regular na city jail. Okay? Wag yung, please do not spread the fake news that they will be set free. That is not true. Ngayon, kung above 15 and up to the age of 18, presumed na merong discernment yan, wala pa rin kaagad na criminal liability, pero i-require pa rin yung mga intervention programs. Yun yung sinasabi niya, minimum age of, merong ng criminal liability between the ages of 15, pagka above 15 and to 18, if the child acted with discernment. Ano yung discernment? Meron siyang intelligence or capacity to understand the consequences of his act. Okay? Anong ibig sabihin yan? Halimbawa, kung yung bata nananapak, alam niya yung consequence, alam niya, halimbawa, na masasaktan yung isang bata. Alam niya na he will be punished for it. Alam niya na this could cause damage to somebody else. Yun po. Normally, now, in the previous jurisprudence, sinasabi ng Korte Suprema na usually ang mga bata from exclusive public schools, may intelligence yung mga yan. They know the consequences of their actions. So, mahalaga ito, mahalaga. Halimbawa, when it is a private school and the child is competent in his school, then the intelligence and discernment can be concluded. Therefore, pwedeng may criminal liability. And, although nakadetain sila sa Bahay Pag-asa, the proceedings will continue as though he was an adult. Okay? Yung mga nagsasabing kaya nagkakaganyan ng mga bata dahil sobrang spoiled na magulang, ay, totoo. Anyway, Pero wag natin i-blame yung batas ha, kasi amended na as of 2012 yung batas. Dinidetain yan. The exception is yun na nga, pag between 12 and 15 years old, ang bata nire-release sa magulang. The exception is kapag na-determine ng DSWD or ng holding authority ng pulis na yung dahilan kung bakit ganyan ang bata ay dahil dun sa magulang niya, dahil sa home environment, dahil abusado siya, o yung parents niya ay ganon, i-detain yung bata sa DSWD tapos mag-proceed dun sa court para doon siya sa bahay pag-asa ilipat. Okay? Huwag tayong mag-spread ng fake news na pakakawalan lang yan or hindi siya hindi siya mapaparusahan. Okay. Now, iniisip kasi ng iba sa atin na ang Anti-Bullying Act ay may penal clause for the child. Hindi po totoo yan. Hindi po crime ng bata yung bullying. Ang may responsibility dun sa bullying ay ang school. Okay? Dun sa Anti-Bullying Act, these are prescriptions na nakalagay sa batas na dapat sundan ng school. Okay? Hindi nung sa bata, hindi pinapunish yung bata under the Anti-Bullying Act. He is punished for either child abuse under Republic Act 7610 or for the effect of that. We'll repeat. The Juvenile Justice Act does not allow an automatic release ng mga children in conflict with the law. Ang nangyayari dito is may assessment na ginagawa sa bata. Kung yung bata is between 12 years old and 15 years old, then ang mangyayari dyan is didetermine kung may discernment yung bata, no? Kung may discernment yung bata, i-detain yan sa sa mga bahay pag-asa, which are juvenile detention centers, na nire-require ang mga LGU na gawin. Okay? Take note, LGU po ang gumagawa ng mga juvenile detention centers. Okay. So, if you're between 12 and 15, if you acted with discernment, detention. Or, i-detain ka din dun sa mga, sa mga juvenile detention centers if yung home environment yung nag-cause ng crime. Okay? Guys, don't comment yet on the law or saying that the law is weak. It's not the law that's weak, it's the enforcement. The law is fine. Okay? Yun yung problema eh. We always think that the problem is with the law eh. Hindi eh. Hindi natin pinupulis yung mga pulis na nag-enforce dapat nito. That's why we're doing this. Ulit. So, if the child is between 15 and 18, automatic yan, i-detain yan dun sa juvenile justice, sa juvenile detention centers. Bakit? Because the discernment is presumed. Okay. What is discernment? Ngayon, kung below 15 yan, paano natin malalaman kung may discernment? Discernment basically means intelligence. And when you go to the Ateneo, the intelligence is easy to prove. Okay? Meron talagang mga cases na ganon. Now, but there is a proceeding. What happens now? Kung sinabi ng DSWD assessor o yung social worker na hindi namin pwedeng isoli ito sa bahay kasi we think that it is the home environment that is causing this. Hold mo na yan ng DSWD. Okay? Bakit i-detain yan? Because this person has committed a crime. Now, between 12 and 15, kung yung crime ay serious, like drug running, violation of the Dangerous Drugs Act, hindi yan nire-release. Bakit nire-release ng pulis? We don't know. If there is good faith, it means they don't understand the law. If there is bad faith, it means they understand the law, but they're violating it anyway. Okay? Ulitin ko. For serious crimes, between the ages of 12 to 15, the detention in the juvenile detention centers is almost automatic. Okay. Bakit? Dahil serious yung crime. Okay. Ngayon, let's go into bullying. Based on the videos ng bata na from Ateneo who is in junior high. So, kung junior high yan, malaki yung possibility that he's below 15. Okay. Jeremy Castillo, paano mo sasabihin tangina ni Kiko, may kasalanan yan? Sinasabi ko nga na madidetain yung bata. So, what are you complaining about yet? Ako, naaasar ako kay Kiko because the old law was like that, automatic release. Ninamend yung batas, kaya nga hindi na automatic yung release. So, liwanagin ninyo kung bakit naiinis kayo and tell me what it is with the law that is a problem. Okay, now, yung mga nagsasabi that this was an assault, itong video nung bata ng Atenista, this was an assault. First of all, there's no such crime in our revised penal code that says assault. So, stop using that word. There are two crimes that are possible here na kasalanan ng bata. Either serious physical injuries, lalo na dun sa bata na ma-hospital. 2. Or child abuse. Kasi kung titignan ko, yung serious physical injuries, pareho siya ng penalty ng violation ng Child Abuse Act, RA 7610. Okay? So, kung yung RA 7610 kasi, kapag dun sa acts of child abuse, even if it's a child who also committed it, the penalty is 6 to 12 years. So, dun sa serious physical injuries, kailangan extreme yung mga caused insanity, etc. na effect ng pagbubugbog will merit the 6 to 12 years. So, mas mataas ang penalty dun sa Child Abuse Act. Okay? Ngayon, ang daming nagsasabing bullying yan, bullying. Dun sa Bullying Act, ang pinapunish nun ay yung school, hindi yung bata. Kasi may mga requirements na gawin ng school. One is to keep track of the child. Kailangan may administrative sanctions yung bata. At pwedeng i-assess if the school did not act accordingly. Ngayon, in this case, kung titignan natin, yung bullying acts nitong bata, which were all on video, well not all, of which there are at least 3 videos, indicates as a habitual act. So ngayon, ang tanong, has this child been reported before? Ano yung penalty na inimpose ng school? If the penalty is too light and the child has repeatedly been committing these acts of bullying, pwede ngayon i-assess yung school whether or not their permit can be revoked or suspended. So, okay? So, yung dun sa bata, hindi bullying. Kasi yung may asunto sa bullying is the school. Sabi ni Ronald Bravo, may parents kayang nagreklamo sa mga biktima ng unano. According to some of our information, merong yung first offense ng bata nireklamo, but he was only allegedly suspended for 3 days. Ngayon, kung ganun ang school at repeatedly mabababa masyado yung mga penalties considering the dangers the victims had been put through, then the school could be assessed whether or not it should continue its operation. Okay, other questions? Sabi ni Rolando Carabeo, hindi na po ito bagong case sa school. Would be possible the higher education punish the school? Hindi po. Kasi hindi po yung college ang may problema. It is the junior high school. Sabi ni Eliezer Obamos, liable po ba ang parents? Yes, liable ang parents. Hindi criminally pero civilly, which means they will have to pay damages to the victims. Not just for the actual damage, meaning yung medical expenses ng bata, etc. Hindi lang po yun, but including moral damages, punitive damages, etc. So, yes, liable ang parents. Always yan. Especially kasi nga, dahil minor, the parents are liable for the acts of the child. Even if, now, is the school liable? Yes, the school is liable because it happened in the school. Especially yan, yung mga nangyayari sa bathroom, sa canteen. These are, especially yung nangyari sa canteen because this was a relatively public place. Hindi siya nakatago. Where were the supervisors? Where were the teachers? Where were the guidance counselors? Where are the guards who are supposed to be overseeing these places na maraming lugar? Sabi ni Edward Bancale, I'm a retired PNP member. We have problem with local social welfare office. Always problem of juvenile detention, social welfare including manpower. Sir, hindi po social welfare yan. LGU po yan. So, sabi ni Rylek, 2 days na pala yung bata yung sinuntok sa CR, broken nose daw po. Is it covered by serious physical injuries? Yes, pero kung ako, I would charge them under the Child Abuse Act kasi mas mataas ang penalty doon. Yun. Yung mga nagsasabi na wipe out yung YouTube video and tinatanggal dun sa Facebook, remember, dun sa Child Abuse Act, dun sa, dun sa batas, ang victim is protected. So, that's also one of the reasons why these sites will take that down. Not because of the bully, but because of the victims. Kitang-kita yung muka. Okay? So, I hope this is clear. Ulitin natin. Yung Juvenile Justice Act doesn't provide for the automatic release. Ina-assess yung bata kung i-release yan or hindi. Kasi may assessment yan on the home life, on what was the cause of the child acting out or the crime, etc. Even if he is released, meron dapat yan intervention program at the barangay level if the child is released to the cognizance of the parents. If he is not released to the cognizance of the parents, he is held by the DSWD until ma-transfer siya to a juvenile detention facility. Third, pag between the ages of 15 and 18, then it's automatic sa juvenile detention facility. Between the ages of 12 and 15, if he's not abused, he's not neglected, it isn't the home life that is responsible for it, they determine if the child has acted with discernment. If he has acted with discernment as determined by the court, then he will be detained in the juvenile detention facility. Now, if normally yan, pag dinetain sa juvenile detention facility, this means that the proceedings will go on as in a regular court, as though he is an adult. Okay? So, ano yung problema dito? Bakit hindi nag-work yung juvenile detention, yung Juvenile Justice Act? Because the police officers release, or the DSWD or the social worker either does not make an assessment or recommends release because walang paglalagyan sa juvenile detention centers. Bakit importante itong mga centers na to? Since you cannot put a child in a regular jail dahil magugulpi sila, marirape, mapapatay. Hindi natin, the society, the government will be responsible for that. So you separate them. You put them in a facility na hindi sila, na they are safe from predatory adults. So, ang mangyayari dito is the requirement really is hindi kasi talaga pwede ilagay ang bata in regular jails or regular detentions. So the law provides that they're put into juvenile detention facilities. Bakit mahalaga ito? Releasing them back means that they might again be in conflict with the law. They are in danger because baka kumanta sila, baka na-identify yon and they can get killed if in cases of syndicated crimes. And third, in cases where the child is possibly harmful, could pose possible harm to society or to other people, then it is necessary talaga na i-detain. Melanie Cruz, anong pinanggigigilan nyo sa batas? Hindi nga i-release. Ano yung pinanggigigilan? Sabihin niyo sa akin kung ano yung pinanggigigilan ninyo dun sa Juvenile Detention Act, Juvenile Welfare Act, para masagot ko. Hindi pwede yung minumura lang ninyo yung author ng batas, whom I don't like, by the way. I am not in favor of Senator Kiko. He wrote an initial law that was terrible. Pero it was amended in 2012. Okay? It was amended in 2012. So, anong gagawin natin? Hindi pwedeng murahin nyo lang yung batas o murahin lang natin yung nag-author ng original na batas. Andyan na yung batas. Dapat pinapa-execute natin. So, sinong mumurahin natin? You have to pinpoint the person who is actually responsible for this. And the people responsible for releasing children back into dangerous situations so that they repeat their offenses or back into situations where they can be in danger again are social welfare, which is DSWD, the LGUs that don't make the juvenile detention facilities, and police officers who just automatically release the children without reporting them to DSWD. Hindi enough na minumura nyo yung senador. Hanapin niyo kung sino talaga yung responsible for not effecting the Juvenile Justice Act. Okay? Hindi it's no longer it is not productive for us na murahin lang yung senador na yan. Anyway, he's not up for re-election, so what? Pakialam niya sa atin. But the fact is, we can make this law work, but we're not doing it because you are pointing at the wrong person. Diba? Okay, next, let's go into that viral video that is being taken down. Are the parents liable? Yes, they are liable. They are liable civilly. Hindi sila makukulong because the law doesn't allow for that. Who else is liable? The school under the Anti-Bullying Act, especially if they have been very lax on this child and they did not punish him appropriately, so that he has just kept on hurting other children. So both the school, Ateneo, in this case, can be both administratively liable, meaning their permit can be suspended or revoked, or they have to pay damages to the victims and their parents. Sabi ni King Kong Albania, which is a good question, how about yung kumuha ng video at yung mga kaibigan nun ng bully na sumuporta sa kanya? Yes, they are also liable for bullying. Bakit? Enablers sila. They helped keep people out. They helped keep this quiet. They took a video so that mapahiya yung victim. Remember, one of the victims, pinapagsalita nila nang sabihin niya na bobo ako? So, yun. Yes, they are liable. Yes, they should be punished almost to the same extent as the kid who actually beat somebody up. Almost, not quite. Kasi hindi sila nanakit, but they enabled it, which means that they are liable also. Sabi ni Juan Aquino, cyberbullying. Yes, he is also liable. Kung yung mga nag-share daw ng video could be liable for cyberbullying, the bully that is in the video. Well, good luck with that. Titignan natin kung talagang anybody can actually, if the family of the child, the subject of the video, will want to file cyberbullying charges. Dick says, tama implementation po talaga ang kailangan kasi may existing law naman talaga. Sabi ni Violi Palmero, siguro nire-release ang mga bata dahil hindi nila alam ang batas na pwedeng makulong ang bata. That's not an excuse. Diba? The law may be harsh, but it is the law, and you have to execute it. And ignorance of the law excuses no one.
Yes.
Guys, I really want you to be careful about inciting to crimes when you make your comments on social media. Yung mga tipong patayin yan, yung mga ganyan. These are also crimes. So please be very, very careful with that. Okay, so we will continue this discussion sa Tambayang Mocha at Blue, which is at 12 to 1 on DWIZ, muntik na, on DWIZ 882. It is also on Facebook Live, DWIZ 882, and on live streaming on YouTube. Again, iulitin ko, Tambayang Mocha at Blue, 12 to 1. I will answer your questions on the program, and that's at 12 o'clock, just a few minutes from now. Abner Villahermosa, I can see your question, but I prefer to answer it later because I have to prepare for the show. So for those who haven't liked or shared this video, this live video, please go ahead and do so. And if you haven't liked or followed Luminous, please do so you will get notices of future discussions on the law on matters such as these. Thank you very much again for listening and for tuning in.